Always about the hello, so it's probably better about this and you know feeling care on this.
Send a message to Jasmine.
I see so we need to change that. Yes. Oh, God. Yeah.
We were having all of those thinking right now, but.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, yeah, online. The Zoom.
Nobody saw that. Right.
Okay, done it. Thank you so much. Okay,
So is it okay?
yeah, we're good to start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our November Student Leader Town Hall. Thank you for coming. We're just gonna start with a little introduction and icebreaker. So, we'd like everyone to go around and share their name, major, and if they're a dog or a cat person. My name is Lacey Hendry. I'm the president of Campus Activities Board. My major is General Health and Exercise Science, and I'm a dog person.
Hello, my name is Carisha Hudson. I am Vice President of CAB, and I'm a business major, and I am a dog person.
New vice president of CAP.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Itai. I am the treasurer of student government, and my major is economics and finance.
Hi, I'm Amelia Haywood. I am the vice president of student government and my major is elementary education.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah. I'm with the Collegiate. Carolyn Davis is my full name. I forgot it. I'm a multimedia journalism major and I'm a cat person. They're on my shoes, if anybody even cares.
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm a member of the LSU Student Union. I'm studying dental hygiene and I'm more of a cat person. My name is Alex. I'm the treasurer of the LSU. I'm also a cat person.
So my name is Leslie Snarrows. I'm a member of the LSU and my major is general studies and I'm a dog person.
My name is Kesia. I'm the president of the Student Union. I'm majoring in elementary education and I like dogs.
My name is Anibal Ismael Mayorga, and I'm part of the network administration program, and I'm also part of the LSU member.
Helena Cortez, co-advisor of the Latino Student Union, major psychology detective. Happy to meet you. I'm a doctor.
Marcelo Gonzalez. I'm co-advisor of the Latino Student Union and fellow of dogs.
I'm Anayeli Martinez, I'm from the chess club, and I have cats, but I would consider myself a dog.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tatson Inwell. Haven't declared my major yet, but hopefully I'll go into become a part of the RCC Chess Club. I'm probably going to be join both cats and dogs if they would let me have them.
I'm Addison. I'm a member of the Biotech Club. I'm pre-bio and then I'm a dog person.
I'm Natalie Harvard. I'm director of student life. When I was in college, my major was public administration and urban planning. Yeah, I'm a dog person and I think cats are.
Well, Jacob Isaacson, Assistant Director of Student Life. When I was in school, my major was microbiology.
Bless you.
Hello, everyone. Andrew Sweeters. I'm the Assistant Director of Campus Activities and Conduct. While I'm in school, I have legal major and I am.
I'm with yours was the developers. And we left there on it.
Dog or cat person?
Dog.
Good answer.
Yeah, I'm Zoe, I'm also yours is the dental assistant, I'm a cat person. My name is Layla. I. System. That's good.
There's no song yet. Okay, no, I say good.
Perfect.
Carson Chambers, the officer for a second business club. I'm a business management major and I'm very much about this.
My name is Anna Banta. I'm secretary of I'm doing the administration and.
Do we have anybody on?
I don't know how to test.
See if it says other participants more than one. Nope,
No,
it's just,
nobody's online right now, so we don't need anybody to introduce themselves. Do you want this slide in there?
Probably the next one. Thanks, Amelia. Wait. Is this? Yeah. Mhm. Thanks, Amelia. So now I'm just gonna give a few tab updates. We welcomed a new member to our team. Carisha, is our new vice president. We're currently hiring for the secretary and communications director positions, which are paid positions. If you're interested or want any more information, you can email me or our advisor, Andrew. My email is laceyhendrie@grcc.edu. And then some upcoming events that we have, tomorrow Student Life is having a friendship gratitude supper from 5 to 7 in the Raider Grill, where there will be free food. We're having a cookie decorating event at Lakeshore Campus on November 24th from 12 to 2. We're also having a study event at Lakeshore Campus December 3rd from 9 to 11. And we're bringing therapy dogs to main campus December 4th from 9:30 to 11:30 for a finals relaxer event. That's really all the updates I have for CAB. I'll hand it over to Amelia to give a student government update.
You change the slide.
Were you gonna take a picture of the slide?
Oh, yeah, of course. Wait, get out of the way.
No, it's all right. You weren't in it.
Well, I think this is a funny dance for them. So student government, we've been busy as per usual. Some things that we've been working on is on October 28th, we hosted a vote early celebration. And thank you to everyone who came over to that. We're really proud to see how many of us students are getting engaged and learning about like civic education and like the importance of voting. It's really inspiring to see that many people engaged in our campus community. And then we also did, we were really happy to be part of the Veterans Day celebration ceremony that the Veterans Center put on, and we were always appreciative of our GRCC veterans. And then today we had a fun event in the Center of Student Life and Leadership where we provided free lunches to students. And it's one of the other things that we're working on of just like making sure that everyone feels like their needs are being met. And yeah, so the other thing that I had to talk about, let me pull it up, is like with everything happening in the political world, we just want to emphasize that there are so many resources here at GRCC with the Get Help pages, like your main place to go. And if you ever come into a point where you need help and it's not something you know, like what resources we have, student government is here to listen and to help connect you with those resources. If we're here to point you towards ones we already have, and we're here to advocate for ones that we may not have yet. So our emails are always open, and you can also meet us in our office hours. And some things that are upcoming in the future to keep on your schedule is September 17th, our town hall is tentative. It is, when did we say we would call it if we do it or not?
by December 9th, I believe. Let me just. So December 7th, if I'm not mistaken, was the deadline that we sent out via the email to clubs to submit any allocation requests over $1,000. And if there is one over $1,000, we will have a town hall.
That town hall will be
It
virtual
will be virtual, correct?
if it happens, and that will be announced.
We'll announce it. Probably,
Yeah, so-
via email, so.
Yeah, so.
Another
stay
thing,
tuned.
just real quick, want to add when it comes to allocation request, next week, as all of you may know, we do not have a, school is closed on Wednesday. If there is an allocation request come through, we will still be able to pass it through, we'll communicate within us, and if there is one that comes through under $1,000, we'll be able to vote on it and communicate with the clubs as well, even though school is off, so just want to put that out there.
And then January 19th, we have Martin Luther King Day tabling. We'll be working with the Woodrick Center, and then we'll also have a tabling for Valentine's Day on February 12th to keep on your radar. And then with that, are you ready to give your budget update?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I change?
All right. So we have a important day today. We have two big allocation requests, which we'll go into. But first, I do want to give a budget update. since we've last met, which was over a month ago or close to a month ago. So to do a quick recap, we started the year with an allocation of $47,348. And after previous town hall, when we had some expenses come through, we ended at $45,933,000. So with the starting balance of $45,933, we've had 4 allocation requests that were approved for the month. First one being the foreign affairs trip, which we voted on last town hall, which was $3,500 approximately. So since we passed that through, that expense came out of that budget. Raider Nation Gaming had a Comic-Con event that they attended to as members, which amounted to $944. The Muslim Student Association has hosted some on-campus events, and that amounted to $999. And LSU is purchasing chocolates, or was purchasing chocolates for $288 for a fundraiser in accordance to the event that we'll be discussing today for the allocation request. With that being said, I want to begin with the first allocation request, and then we'll open it up to discussions further. I do have some general information that I'm going to put on the screen for you guys to look at and read as they're talking about it. Initially, after communication with their advisor, we had them prepare a video in case that members weren't able to attend because of their tentative schedule. But since they are members of the Dental Assistance Club, I can either play that video that I had, or if you want to, we can open it up to you guys to talk about it a little bit, and then we can open it up to discussion, however you want to go on about it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Wait. Oh, I may have to exit out. Oh. I didn't think about that. I have access to it, but it's not open to your email, yeah.
Can you open a new tab and sign in and play it?
Yes. Should I hide the screen while I do it? Or
I'll just see your
They
email.
can't see your
It will be
password.
dots.
oh, okay. Oh, you. Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Knowledge.
Again when you want to. Security key. Hold on. 1 second.
Does your dental assisting club have anything that like want to say about it before while we wait for the video? No pressure if you want, if you just have comments after.
So this is, so we would like, help getting to Chicago. It's one of the biggest dental in the US. It's on February 19th to 20th. So it'll be 2 days and 1 night. This is technically a mandatory requirement for all kids. Full time. We are trying to fundraise. We did bring a flyer if anyone wanted. If they're interested, fundraising to get to Chicago, powder brushes, there's like a bundle, taking strips, toothbrushes, but compared to last year, according to the numbers, where we are now is not where it was last year. So we're trying to do better with that. For hotel rooms, there's 24 students, 24, maybe like 2 to 4 students per room. Approximately around 200 a night. And so we like to request help offset the 2,610 plus that.
So I'm gonna go ahead, you guys can see it, right? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and play that video. There's no, is there audio? Oh. Is there no audio for the videos? Well, the video had an audio, I listened to it. Turn it on. You know, if it's something I have to do to turn on the value.
You just click the mute button right there.
Here. Are you sharing right?
Very good video. I like that. I'm working out. Another thing I want to mention, just real quick, going back to the allocation request, is that the hotel rooms, so the fundraiser is to help offset that cost, right? Perfect. And another thing to mention is that the club does have some extra funds in rollover, which is from previous years, which will be used towards that. So that's awesome. I'm gonna keep this up for you guys to read through about the events, the attendance, benefits to students, and is there anything else you want to say before we open it up to discussion? Okay, if anybody has something to say, this is an open discussion to ask them questions about the events before we put it up to voting. Anybody has a question? Yeah.
So this is required for like all of our dental students to go to this? That's really, so they don't help you guys at all with like the products that we can tell you about. Are you guys a club here or are you guys, yeah? Okay, yeah, I just didn't know, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do, that kind of add that.
Yeah.
So they were approved of, moving it. They're a standing academic club. With other clubs.
Great. That's awesome.
I have a small question. So the fundraiser is to help offset the cost of the hotel rooms. So the 2,500 is being requested to go towards transportation. Am I correct? Perfect. And if let's say for example that the fundraiser is not doesn't fundraise enough to cover the hotel's room, what's the plan there in that case? All right. Well, there's no other questions in the crowd regarding the event. We'll open it up for discussions. Yeah, everybody is eligible to vote except for us, the student leaders and the student advisors in the back. And it is up for the. Yeah. Oh, CAP can vote. Yeah, I forgot about that. A CAP can vote, student government cannot. So just raise your hand if you're in favor of the approval of the allocation request. Everybody in the room. Yeah, just raise your vote if you're in favor, your hand if you're in favor. And you guys can vote as well. Yes.
Unless you're not allowed to from your own.
Okay.
We don't.
Seems like we have a majority win. So the allocation will be approved and it'll reflect in next month if we do hold it town hall, and it'll always show it in the expenses. So this is fully approved and we'll be in communication about that. We have another big event. As you can see, it is 1 out of 2 of the allocation requests that we have. The second one comes from the LSU Club, which is requesting $10,500, which is a large sum of money. To give a little perspective on our budget as is, it is standing currently at $40,000, and that's until the end of the year. That's not for the semester, it's till the end of the year. So I have information here, a little bit about the cost breakdown, what it would cost. So as you can see, most of it is going towards registration and hotel. I'm going to keep this up just like the previous slide, so you can read on that as they speak, but I will open it up for LSU to give some comments regarding their event.
Yes, guys, this is a lot. But I believe the hotel cost was less than the actual registration cost. And so we were trying to get more people in the hotel room, but unfortunately we only need 2 people per room. So that like increases our price even more. So we had the registration cost plus hotel. And then as far as the transportation, we would just have to get on the train and do it on our own. And then since 10,500 is a lot, we're gonna be trying to sell chocolate for $3. And then what else? Do you guys have anything to add?
We as an organization, we feel if we get this money approved, yes, we completely understand that it is a huge chunk of money to ask for. But we see as if we bring, you know, our e-board and our members to this event in Chicago, obviously mid-semester, we would be gaining a lot of skills and bringing those skills back to here to the college and to the students who are not able to attend. So we see this as a big opportunity where a whole bunch of Latino students from all over the US are coming together to see different pathways, mentorships, resources. We get to hear about keynote speakers and just really important people in our community who can help us benefit and grow and gain a lot of experience. The conference would be from Friday until Saturday. So our biggest expense is the hotel as of now. We do plan on fundraising chocolate bars, and our members do plan on helping us. But for now, we just hope that maybe we can possibly get this approved and be able to attend the conference and be able to bring what we learned back to the school and for others to be able to keep attending next.
Yeah, and to add on to that, we're actually trying to get the early bird registration because then it would be even more expensive later on. The deadline was gonna be December 4th or around there, early December, but then they had changed it to late December. So now we have more time to fundraise and, you know, we have time now, but yeah.
Alrighty, any other comments, perhaps from advisors? Anybody else who would like to comment? No, please go right ahead. Yeah.
the goal is to get as many people as possible to this, or as far as, you know, the members, that we members. But, we've noticed that 16 may be a lot, so we have some options, and the lowest being around 7,800 for about, how many students was it? Was it 10 students or
12 students.
12 students.
Got it. Okay, okay. So the 16 to 18 students that was mentioned in the allocation request, is that an estimate, but not people that have guaranteed to go? Is that what it
So
is?
we have given our members an interest form, and from what we know right now, it is a little bit under from what we had intentionally anticipated. The form is still out there for our members to fill out in case anyone is interested. We're not telling them that there's nothing that, you know, there's a deadline and if you don't fill it out, you cannot go. The form is still out there. But now our biggest goal would be to focus on fundraising and to be able to accumulate and get as much money to be able to bring down the price of the hotel and transportation.
So then our plan B, if that wouldn't work, would be either to lower the students coming, or
To leave, instead of what our original plan would be, instead of leaving on Thursday, leaving on Friday. To be able to bring down that price of the hotel a little bit more down.
So the question, okay, so two comments on that. First one being, the 16 to 18 students, rough estimate, the 10,500 is, it's as if you bring 18 students, is that correct? 16, okay. So if it goes up to 18, the cost would be more, right? Okay, cool. And then another question I had regarding the hotel. So the event, the actual conference is from the 12th through the 15th, correct? Okay, got it. So if you leave a day after, you would miss a part of the conference. Any discussion, comments about?
One point of clarification. If this price takes off 16 students, that's allocated, 16 students is what it will pay for. So like, you guys are requesting an allocation for 16. I just wanna make sure that's there, because if it says 16, 18, it's adjusted after a vote.
What's up?
We wanna adjust that after a vote.
Yeah, yeah, if we're allocating that amount, that's the maximum amount.
Just a question about how allocations work. So if we allocated for 16 students, could we potentially, like, if you guys end up sending less students, would we get that like money back, or would that?
It'll go, yeah, so the money that we spent after an allocation request is done, there's a permission to purchase that must be filled out. That's essentially them saying, okay, we have, the money's approved, that's the first step. And then, okay, once the money's approved, we purchase everything through our office, so we will purchase it, whatever the amount is. And let's say that it's 12 students instead, and that brings the cost down to 7,800, then that's the money that will come out of the account and we'll adjust it in our records.
Okay.
So yes, essentially the money is coming back in a way.
And the permission to purchase needs to be submitted within 4 weeks of the approval day. Otherwise, all the like.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I was wondering, so, obviously, like, 16 students, like, well, it's like a good number of students, like the 10,000 is still a lot of money. Like, what is your plan to like, share what you learned, like, with the rest of the student body? Like, do you have like events that you have, like, I don't need like dates or anything, but like, I was wondering if you have any like ideas of like how you'd like to like use the knowledge. Or experience.
Yeah, well, most of the whole point of it was to like, say, like bring in leadership.
Yeah.
For, like the members.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe, I don't know, we haven't really thought of it yet, you know, the after, but I'm thinking just like an event after to talk about it, share it with the rest of the
Yeah.
members.
I think something that might be cool is like if you guys document your trip, that sounds like in some way, and like share it. I think that's a way to
Like a
like,
video for social media.
like bring the students, like
Yeah.
bring the students with you.
It's a
you
great
know, like,
idea.
I think that's like, would that be something you guys would be open to? Okay.
I feel like, taking pictures and like, obviously we can't have like with us, but pictures and like videos and like bringing back like whatever flyers they give to us. So members can see like, well, this is what we learned at day one in the conference and we did this and that. So bringing back what we learned and the stuff that we get to be able to share it with members. To be able to like say, well, we did this and this is what, you know, if you're interested in going, you know, this is what you'll see, this is like the stuff that, you know, you'll be learning about. So then it can keep getting passed down to the next set of members, the next e-board. So just stuff that we can like bring back and that we can share, not only with our club, but with everyone else too.
I think it's a great opportunity to, like, whenever we send students, organizations like on trips, it's a great opportunity to see like what can we do for the whole campus, like how can we help this benefit not just us. So I think that's great.
I'm thinking we're even able to collab with the collegiate, maybe, you know?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Oh, we have a question in the crowd.
Good question. What do you guys mean? To say something? Forgive me if I misunderstand. You say, you can't like bring a pen and pencil.
Well,
No.
if you know that, like, if we're not able to carry, you know, bring back the stuff that they, you know, that they never complained. And somebody will put in.
Wouldn't you guys be able to prepare?
You know,
Well, we have phones now. We can record it. That's easy, that's your question.
I think it might be, if you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the confusion might be, like, they still could, right? There's nothing stopping them, but it's just easier to document with video and camera.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We have another,
Yeah.
we have another question in the back.
Bringing resources back, right?
So I personally went to usually last year with my sister. I wasn't a student, but you can. They give you when you check in, they give you and you also give notes. And throughout the time that you're there, for every workshop, there are like little things they can put on that name tag that they give you. And every workshop either gives you experience for which you have to later in life, or a doctor that offers internship in summer that's coming up. So honestly, I think like a great opportunity for us like as many students as we can. Like, you know, 10,000 is a bit much of a stretch, but I honestly think that it's like enough for us to like give students that experience. The experience that I went through, it was amazing. Honestly, you get to meet like the president of the usually you get to meet a new celebrity that they bring in. I don't know who to bring in this time, but last year it's like a model. Picture with that, it's the big picture with the president. You get to go into the conferences during the morning, lunch, and dinner. It's a different topic every time throughout each day. It's just a great experience. Our members to go through to embrace their culture, to show where they started and how they see like whole big industry. So I think it's a very good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we kind of hyped it up a lot at the meetings since the very beginning. We were like, oh yeah, that we're able to take you guys to Chicago if you like, and you know we've been planning this for a while now. Not gonna lie. But I mean, we're definitely down to do anything, you know, any fundraising, anything like that.
I was just gonna, I just wanna make a quick remark, going back to fundraising, as you've mentioned. So as shown in the allocation request breakdown, that's the fundraiser that you'll be using is that chocolate. The conference is about 3 months away. Once that chocolate runs out, is there plans to continue fundraising further?
Yes, we do plan, one of our advisors does have some other stuff that we do hope to start fundraising as soon as we can. But once we run out of chocolate, with whatever money that we have or we're able to allocate again, we want to keep fundraising as much money to be able to bring down any costs that may be so big. So we don't plan, like if we reach a certain goal, we don't plan on stopping to fundraise. We plan on continuing to fundraise.
As much as you can.
As much as we can.
Got it.
As soon as possible, we do plan on doing that. And we won't we won't stop, you know, if we reach $200, then we say, no, we want to keep going until we reach up until leading up.
As much
to
as,
the
as much
day.
as you can.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Plans to do like a tabling thing and adding not just the chocolates, but some keychains that we have to also sell too. You know, bring them like for the people, the students.
Valerie?
I want to clarify the proposal that's in front of the body for everybody, because this has been kind of a new challenge with trips. And so this was kind of the conversation we had in last month about the Foreign Affairs Club. So the proposal is a maximum allocation of $10,500, less whatever is received for fundraising. Is that correct? Okay, I just want to make sure everybody's clear on what they're voting on.
Carson?
For LSU, how likely is it that you'll be bringing 16 people? Like how likely is it?
Oh, that's a good question. So far, out of our interest forms that we have is looking about 16 exactly.
I know Valerie just talked about this, but what do you?
Do you want me to say what I said again?
Yeah, say it again,
So
sorry.
I just wanted to clarify, because there's just been a lot of, one of the expectations of student government this year has been, if you're traveling, you need to show an effort to fundraise. That effort to fundraise should apply to the cost of travel, therefore reducing the allocation amount. So LSU has already initiated a fundraiser. They don't have their product yet, and it was supposed to arrive today, our office today, so hopefully tomorrow. They're going to start selling chocolate. They've also expressed that they're going to roll whatever revenue from that chocolate into further fundraising. So whatever they fundraise is going to actually reduce that allocated amount. So if we allocate this amount now and do the early bird registration, when they make the deposit for fundraising, that will actually go back into the campus activity. Okay. So they are saying worst case scenario, we need $10,500. We don't make any money. But likely we're going to need less.
I want to go back real quick to what was the allocation request we received last month, a similar one of a trip to Chicago, I believe, for the UN model that totaled, as you can see, $3,500 or $3,500. Similarly here, we had Foreign Affairs Club sell popcorn, and whatever was the revenue they received went towards that, which will be adjusted once we know the final numbers for both Foreign Affairs and also for LSU if the allocation is approved. So assuming that you'll be able to fundraise, and you will fundraise, the 10,500, like mentioned, is for 16 people, which is the most that it can be. After fundraising, and if by any chance the students that actually attend is less, the number will be adjusted accordingly and will be less. But that's depending on how much they can fundraise and if actually 16 students plan to attend. Yeah. Question?
So you said like the chocolate gonna arrive, like the merchandise going to arrive like a few days from now, and you guys have like 3 months or something, and if the chocolate run out, you are going to fundraise, you're going to request to get more chocolate to sell them, right? How, where, and when exactly are you guys planning on selling these chocolate? Where are you sitting on the table? When? What time is it? How often? Something. Do you have anything planned?
Yeah, it hasn't been determined yet.
I see.
We still have to replace the pavement.
I see.
I do want to mention one thing in favor of LSU's request. Obviously, student government here, as we advocate and we look out for the whole student body, but as mentioned by Valerie, one of the major values that we have made very clear this year is that students that are, or clubs that do plan on doing a trip and going out of town and requesting large sums of money, we do want to see a fundraising effort. And I would say that similar to the dental assistance club request, there is an effort shown 3 months ahead of the event. So they, obviously registration would be closed by then, but if they could theoretically made the request a month before so and say, okay, we're going to fundraise for a week and a half and whatever we get, we get. But I do want to say that it is appreciated that the effort is being made 3 months ahead of time. For one, for the early registration for the lower cost, which is appreciated, looking out to make sure that the cost is lower, and also 3 months to fundraise if when the effort is shown could generate some nice revenues to offset some of that cost. So that is something that we'd love to see, is not only the effort, but also an earlier effort, knowing that the large they're requesting is significant when you look at the total budget that we have. Yeah, question.
Sorry, you guys say you're gonna sell a bar for $3. How much exactly are you guys profiting off that? Suppose you get like $200 worth of merchandise, assuming all of them sold, how much profit are you going to be raking? So,
Answer that.
Yeah.
Because it was wrong.
uh,
I'm gonna answer that because it was wrong, if you don't mind. There was a shipping fee on it.
oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, the cheaper?
Yeah. So it would be, it's gonna be about, a little, around $500 would be the profit on the chocolate.
So assumingly for every round that they do with this chocolate, let's say they go through 3 boxes, that could amount out to $1,500. Once again, this is all speculative. We don't know how they're gonna do it, but that is a point there that.
So just to kind of recap what Casey had said, right? So it was, they're gonna do the chocolate fundraiser, and the idea is to use proceeds from the chocolate science fundraiser on a secondary fundraiser that will hopefully bring more money in.
Makes sense.
So they have not made the request yet for the second fundraiser because it's going to depend on their revenue from the first fundraiser. So it's a parallel request that the club has initiated, and Alina can speak to that, but they're doing that in tandem with this. Yeah, Alina.
And part of the fundraising as well, we actually got donated, just like Alice was saying, like Dia de los Muertos decorations, like stickers, and keychains and things like that, that we can also sell. And we got over like 200 items, and then the keychains can be sold at $3. So technically, we're calculating that with that amount, and it's part of the fundraiser that I put in the request that was approved. So we're calculating that that's gonna bring at least $400 or $500 more even to this request as well.
Per round, per 200.
Like basically if we sell everything. All like the chocolates and plus the things that we have for the and then the keychains and stickers and what's other. We have 400 or 500 stickers, so we will sell it.
So in the interest of time, I think we should move on to voting if that's all right.
Yeah, unless we have any more questions.
So I just have a couple more questions. What is the current budget right now for JRC?
So after so $40,000, and after approving dental assistance, it stands at around $37,000. Give or take, once we adjust the cost of the items, it'll be a little less, but right around $37,000.
What if it's not used by the end of the year?
Then it goes into rollover funds.
Not necessarily true.
Oh.
So we don't call that rollover fund. That goes into our retainer funds.
Oh.
So every year we get a new budget. And if we have remaining funds from previous years, it goes to basically a rainy day fund. So if we run into a year where we don't have the revenue that we anticipate, we kind of have a catch there. Once it reaches a certain level, those funds can also be accessed by the student body as a special fund. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we always project our expenses, our projected revenue every year. So the $40,000 that remains, we don't actually have that.
All right. Any other?
It's our end of the year, like, when does this reset?
The new budget, I believe we got it this year on July. So was that right?
Oh, yeah.
July.
Year and
Yeah.
June 30th starts July 1st.
Yeah.
So we get a projected budget mid-July, and then it's brought to the town hall in September.
Right, okay.
All right, anything else before we start the vote?
Yes, as a student with the LSU, this would really help me with cost, and just the chance to develop my leadership skills, meeting other Latinos in this org. I believe it's I'd help with GRCC visibility, and, I know this is a feasible amount. And we will also help, put an effort to offset it if approved. Just wanted to put that out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, I think we're gonna open it up to voting. Once again, everybody can vote outside for advisors and student government, CAB can vote. So all those in favor, please raise your hands. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against. Oh, you have your hand up. Okay, perfect. I have, yep, that's in favor. The allocation request is approved. Perfect. Congratulations. Lovely. Really, do you have anything else we have to talk about today?
We have, if you're done. if you're
Yes, yep.
We have an opportunity for orgs to share anything that they have going on, like any events they have or anything they'd like to share outside of allocation requests. If anybody has anything, events coming up, meetings. Go ahead.
The collegiate just posted, we have a QR code now on our door, so if you guys scan that QR code, you can do a little form to tell us like what you want to see more in our student, publication. So please do that because I want to hear from all of you guys.
Would you like to mention where the office is?
Oh yeah, very smart stuff. It's on the 3rd floor of RJF. Do you remember what room it is?
It's the big glass window.
Yeah, it's a big glass room that says the collegiate on it. It's not very hard to find, but it's on the 3rd floor of RJF. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
by the vending machines. Like, yeah, thank you.
I have 2 for 2 orgs that I don't know. MSA has an event tomorrow. Muslim Student Association has henna night from 3 to 6. There's gonna be some food and henna. It's gonna be an ATC 118. And then also Standout is gonna be having an event, I think December 4th. I don't have the details of that yet because it was pending some things. But I think it's generally speaking like a winter themed event. Maybe I said something wrong. I know Raider Connect was down earlier today and yesterday, but events are there. Please also check the Campus Life newsletter because if we're aware of events before the start of the month, we'll be there too. Tomorrow, Student Life is hosting a Friends Gratitude Supper from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We asked for RSVPs, but we do have space. Please RSVP if you can. We'd love to see you there. It's meant to be, well, a free dinner with like fellowship with other people.
It's a great way to build community.
And I'm sure I might have missed things, but that's why I said Raider Connect is super helpful. Oh, PTK is gonna be having a virtual meeting on the 2nd. So there we go. That's Jazz laughing at me.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, PTK, if you're a member of PTK, they had not yet this semester. They tend to be more active in the winter. They will have a virtual meeting December 2nd for that.
What does PTK stand for?
Phi Theta Kappa. Thank you for asking me that. I should have said Phi Theta Kappa.
Want to expand just a tiny bit about Pi Theta Kappa to any student here. It is, I'm a member myself. It's GRCC's honor. So it's sort of honor society, honor fraternity. It is an extremely valuable to your experience, to your resume. And every year there is an annual conference that selected students get to go to. Last year we went to Kansas City, and it was an amazing experience. And you get to meet, similar to the event you're going to, you meet with like-minded people, you get to network and leadership. And if any of you guys are students and you do need to maintain above a 3.5, but if you do maintain above a 3.5, I cannot suggest it enough how amazing PTK is, or Pi Theta Kappa. Just wanted to put a little on that.
Anybody have anything else they'd like to mention? Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being patient with us with our technical difficulties. Technology is hard, but in my closing remarks, all I gotta say is I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll see you next month. Maybe.
And stay warm.
Yes, thank you, Jasmine.
Raider Connect didn't let my camera show.
That's okay, Jasmine.
We miss your face, guys.
He's like 9
I
months.
miss you guys too.
I like your rapid.
Okay, Jasmine, we'll see you later.
All right, have a good day, guys.
Bye.